Welcome back to the latest installment of the Flip series. Let's clean up the wheels, scuff them up a bit, and get them ready for a fresh coat of silver wheel paint. The wheel cleaner from Caulk Chemie, spray it on liberally, let it sit for a few minutes, it will turn purple, it will give you that exothermal chemical reaction to remove the ferrous metal from the wheels. At the same time, we will be using this pad to scuff them up a bit so the fresh paint sticks. We're in the final phase of this recon. We're going to start working on the paint correction and protection as well before we send it on its way. This is the series where we make a small investment of an auction car, Cheap Auction Heap, which is a bit more difficult in today's market, especially with the prices of used cars soaring and the COVID situation we had going. So this will be a lot more challenging than the last few that I did, and I thought I would share this with you. I thought you would find it entertaining to see me succeed and fail along the way, and that will happen. And I will be as transparent as possible with costs, selling price, and the successes and failures of this series. We have a long way to go. We will be going back to the public auction maybe one or two more times until we can upgrade to a Copart or an IAA or maybe a CarMax auction and keep upgrading and make our $2,600 initial investment turn that into a supercar of some sort. We'll see. There are going to be many forks in the road. We'll see where it leads us. Some of you watching may not be subscribed. Hit that like button, subscribe. You'll get the notifications when a new video comes out. I try to be consistent with 3 videos per week. Seems to be the sweet spot. I like to keep you guys entertained in the auto detailing industry and a little bit beyond here and there. Okay, we let the built amber, auto foam, and strip wash mixture sit on the surface as long as we can. Break down that traffic film and any other bonded contaminant. This thing hasn't been cleaned in quite some time. And then we give it a thorough rinse before proceeding to the contact wash. Same combination. The built amber auto foam is just as successful in the wash bucket, 2 to 3 ounces, and another ounce of the strip wash. Before we pull it inside, we're also going to do the ferrous metal remover and a coarse clay to, again, help remove traffic film and any bonded contaminant. Bring it inside, and we're going to protect all of the plastic pieces, so if the backing plate or the pad from the polisher brushes up against it, it won't damage it. It'll also keep it clean from compounds and polish residue. For the paint correction, P601 from Caulk Chemie, that is a one-step, and it has polymer sealants within the rich formula. We'll team that up with the dual-action polisher 15mm throw and the Eurofiber 50/50 pad. Has a 50% cut fiber, 50% finish fiber, and will give you a beautiful finish depending on the surface you're working on. This clear coat is rather hard, a little bit stubborn, so it won't need anything really delicate to finish it down. A bit of scratching, oxidation, and some etching and staining. This will take care of it and lay down the protection all in one fell swoop. By the way, many have been asking on a review on this DeWalt here. I do have videos done on this DeWalt cordless, the cordless Milwaukees, the Shine Mates, and a few others. Just need to edit them and upload them. Stay patient. With the tape out of the way, residue removed, we can see the turnaround we've got with very little effort. The silvers, whites, champagne colors take a little bit something special to make them stand out, make them pop a little bit. This combination will do just that. And with very little time, we'll be around. This thing has a bit of real estate. When you include the roof with no sunroof or anything up there, it has quite a bit of real estate to cover. As you can see here, we're going from a cloudy, hazy reflection to a nice, crisp reflection. And to put some numbers behind what we're seeing, you will notice a 20 unit jump in gloss. This hood has quite a bit of texture. It's hard to keep track with the paint depth gauge all over the place, but we did the correction and the turnaround with hardly any clear removed. Very important. Okay, time to pass the baton or the polishers over to the two Bryans here. They do a fantastic job when it comes to paint, correction, and protection. So this Jeep is in good hands. For protection, we're going to go with a spray version of a coating. Entry level, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, beyond. It all depends on your prep, your environment. It's subjective, but very easy to work with, a pleasure to work with. And I'll give you a few different angles to show you the user-friendly characteristic of the product. When that is complete, we will turn our attention to the plastics that are a bit oxidized and faded. We will restore them with our trim coating. This coating penetrates the pores of the plastic trim. Textured or smooth, it doesn't matter. It will restore them. It may take 1, 2, 3 coats, but when it cures, it will cure like a coating. Hydrophobic, UVA, UVB-IR block, and will keep those gray and black pieces of plastic trim nice and dark and rich for you. I often get questions, hey, can I use the coating that I'm using on the paint on the plastic trim? Well, of course you can, and it will make it look decent for a little while. But those are a bit viscous compared to our trim coating, which was made thin, so it can penetrate down to the molecular level, restore that plastic trim, and then keep it that way. So yes, it is quite different from a regular paint finish coating. By the way, when cured, it will give that piece of plastic trim a nice, deep, dark, rich look. Not the overly glossy, gaudy look, just the right off the production line look. That will do it. That will wrap up the recon of our first vehicle that we've invested into. Time to flip it, increase our profit margins, and go on to the next vehicle or two, depending on which way we go here. But there's only one more thing to do. Put some new tires on here, give it to its new owner, ready to go for all seasons. Okay guys, leaving the wheel and tire shop, we found a set of 4 brand new ones for $606.01. Total investment into this vehicle now is at $3,695.05. We do have a possible new owner coming down from upstate here, and they'll be taking a look, taking it for a test drive, and I'll keep you guys filled in. That's it for now.